All right, my friends, today is February the 29th, 2012, and I've got two topics I wanted to talk to you about. The first one is going to be why I'm making all of these videos, and the second one is going to be showing instructions for your property. The first one, why I'm making all of these videos, truth be told, a lot of what goes on in the market and the myths and the misconceptions, they really get under my skin. I have a passion for this business, a passion for what I do, a passion for the systems that I've put together, and I like getting that information to people. I like getting that information to people because a lot of the information that you see in these various sources are not backed up and substantiated by anything that I would deem to be accurate or reliable. So I wanted to give you the facts, and that's why most of the time when I'm talking about things on these videos, not only am I going to be kind of telling a story about a situation, scenario, or how to diagnose a problem, things of that nature. I'm also going to give you the documentation, to back it up and substantiate what I say, so that it's not just another erroneous video or report that you get in so many different forms of media. All right. That being said, we're going to talk about showing instructions here. I use a company called CSS. And that's Centralized Showing Service. It's very important to use a showing service when having your house on the market. Sometimes agents want to get the calls directly. That's not a good idea. Right now my phone is in my office right next door to me, and if someone were to call to try and set up a showing, which, let's face it, that's what we're all about. Everything that we do is to get the qualified buyers into the property so they can make the decision on purchasing. And we're here to help them with that decision any way, shape, and form that we can. And the first way we do that is by using a showing service. Centralized Showing Service is a call center. They follow our instructions. There are three ways that you can get contacted, or I should say 3 ways that appointments can be scheduled. The first way is appointment required. That means that the showing service, agent might want to bring buyer through the property between 3 and 4 p.m. tomorrow. So the call will go from the agent to the call center. The call center will follow those instructions and see that it's appointment required. Then they will have to call you on your phone, ask you permission to have that showing occur, and then they will have to call back to the agent. Well, you guys know as well as I do that you can't always get someone on the phone the second that you want them. So let's play out a bad scenario. The agent calls the call center. Call center takes the call. Call center calls you. You don't answer the phone because you're at work. So now you get off at 4 or 5 o'clock, and you have to call the call center back to let the call center know, okay, the showing is good to go. Then the call center now has to call the agent and deliver the information to them that they are okay. What if they get the agents, it might be 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night by the time that's delivered. The bottom line I'm getting at, appointment required, very bad. You're going to see, when appointments required, you're going to see showings dwindle. Another bad scenario for any property that is occupied is go. In fact, you can't have go as a showing instruction for an occupied property, only a vacant property. Go means that agent calls the showing service follows the instructions, tells the agent, go ahead. The agent can go right in. 10 minutes after the phone call, in fact, because there's no one there and it's known ahead of time. Now, the one that I recommend is that courtesy call. Courtesy call is a really nice feature, and it seems to work for pretty much everyone unless there's some sort of extremely extenuating circumstance. Courtesy call is set up so that the agent calls the showing center service, then calls you, the owner of the home, and says, hey, you're going to have a showing between the hours of 3 and 4 p.m. today. Just wanted to let you know. If you answer the phone, they'll deliver that information to you. If you don't answer the phone, they'll deliver that information to a voicemail, and you will know that that showing is going to occur unless specified otherwise. So now anything that you say different than that, if you say, wait a minute, instead of 3 to 4, can they do 4 to 5? That automatically cancels the showing. The buyer rep is let to know that that showing was declined. The showing service isn't there to go back and forth. They're basically letting you know, and the way that it works is usually an agent's out with a buyer, and they're going to be looking at a particular neighborhood, and they might have a 2-hour time span that they're going to look at 4 houses. That's a pretty realistic number. So whenever you get that, you want to say yes if you can. Don't turn down the showing if there's not a really good reason for it. Believe you me, I know that it's inconvenient, but to have these showings occur is what we're all working for. That's why we're out there selling, marketing the properties. That's why you're keeping the house clean and ready to go, so that when these things do happen, we're all ready. Now, just to give you a heads up, just because you did courtesy call doesn't mean that someone can call and come through in 10 minutes. It automatically, and this is a safety feature, it automatically reverts to appointment required if the showing is going to be less than 2 hours from delivering your notice. So if someone calls in at noon and says, hey, I'd like to show the property at 1 o'clock, it's not a courtesy call. That then becomes the showing service has to make contact directly with you for that showing to occur, because it was in less than a 2-hour time frame. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a good feeling in your stomach in regards to how showings work and why we use a showing service, and makes you feel comfortable using courtesy call, which is my personal favorite. Thank you so much. If you got any questions, give us a call, 410-258-0566. That's 410-258-0566. And have a great day.